Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If you're stopping by the channel for the first time, please consider subscribing to my channel. And while you're at it, smash that like button for me. I really would appreciate it. In today's video, we're going to talk about 5 money lessons that will change your life. Over 25 years ago, I started my journey to financial freedom. And these 5 money lessons that I'm going to share with you today help me stay on my financial pathway to freedom. Number 1, live on a plan. Living on a plan is simply creating a personal budget. That personal budget will help you manage your income and your expenses. Now, 2 of your biggest expenses will be housing expense and your car expense. Your housing budget should be no more than 25% of your gross income. For example, if you're making $5,000 a month gross income, then your housing budget should be no more than $1,000 per month. Your car payment should be no more than 10% of your gross income. So if you're making $5,000 a month, your car payment should be no more than $500 per month, and that includes automobile insurance. So if you do those 2 things, keep your housing expense to 25% of your gross income and keep your car expense, which includes obviously your loan payment and your insurance, to no more than 10% of your gross income, that's going to give you a great opportunity to stay within your budget and have money left over at the end of the month. The second money lesson is always have an emergency fund. This emergency fund should be 3 to 6 months of your expenses. You should put that money in a safe place, in a bank, in a savings account. You don't want to have it mixed in with your checking account. You want it in a separate account so that you don't accidentally use that money for things that are not an emergency. So you do want to separate it. But I think that's the first step in saving. Before you do anything else, is have that 3 to 6 month emergency fund. The third money lesson is paying off bad debt. Now, bad debt to me is any type of debt that takes money out of your pocket. Good debt is debt that puts money in your pocket. There are 2 accelerated debt repayments for bad debt. The first one is debt avalanche, and then the second one is debt snowball. Debt avalanche is basically where you list your bad debts from the highest interest rate to the lowest interest rate. Now, you would make minimum payments on all of this debt, but any money that you have left, you would concentrate that money on the highest interest rate debt first and pay that off in full, and then you would go down your list to the lowest interest rate debt. So that's debt avalanche. Debt snowball is a little bit different. With debt snowball, you still will list all of your debts, but you're going to list the debt with the lowest balance first, and then the highest balance will be last. And you will still make your minimum payments, but any money you have left over at the end of the month, you would take and concentrate on the smallest debt, paying that debt off first, and then you would work your way down the list till you get to your largest debt. So that's debt snowball. In my particular situation, I used debt avalanche because I wanted to tackle the highest interest rate debt first, down to the lowest interest rate. But you have to make that decision. Both are great accelerated debt repayment techniques. You just got to figure out the right one for you. The fourth money lesson deals with investing. Now, I use a 5 buckets of investing method. The first bucket is cash, and that cash include my emergency fund. So that cash is going to be tucked away in a bank somewhere safe. Also in that cash could be short-term savings for things like a house, like a down payment on a house or a down payment on a car, or some other short-term thing you need to take care of. You would keep that money in that cash or in that savings account. So that's your first bucket of investing. Your second bucket of investing is retirement, and that's going to be through an IRA, whether it be a traditional IRA or a Roth IRA, or it can be through a 401k that your company that you work for may offer. And if they do offer it with a match, I would recommend you take advantage of that. But that is your, what I'd like to call your certainty financial freedom plan. And what you want to do with that particular retirement is you want to start putting that money in early. So the earlier you start investing in your retirement, the bigger your nest egg will be down the road. So you want to continue putting that money in every single month. You want to automate it so that it automatically comes out of your checking account and goes into your retirement accounts so that you can start saving for your long-term future. Your third bucket of investing would be index funds, and that would go into a taxable brokerage account. Also in your taxable brokerage account will be the fourth bucket of investing, which is individual stocks. So index funds and individual stocks, I use those to grow my wealth in my taxable brokerage account. And then the fifth bucket of investment is real estate. Real estate really changed the game for me, guys. It allowed me, one, to diversify my money from just investing in the financial markets through my retirement accounts and my taxable brokerage account. It allowed me to invest money in something else other than the financial markets. But it also allowed me to take a small amount of money and buy a large asset like a piece of investment real estate. I would put 40 grand down, which represents 20% of a $200,000 purchase price, and then I would go to the bank and leverage a loan for $160,000, but I controlled a $200,000 property with a $40,000 investment, which over time would appreciate in value as well as pay me cash flow while I hold the property. And you have some tax benefits associated with real estate as well. So those are the 5 buckets of investing. The fifth money lesson is building additional streams of income. You guys know I'm really big on this. This is a way for you guys to really increase your income. There are 2 ways to create more resources for yourself. One way is to make more money, and then the second one is to spend less money. I'm a big believer in make more money. We're already on a budget. It's hard to continue to just squeeze and live on less and live on less. Why not just create additional streams of income to produce more money? In turn, you would be able to make more investments in your future. Consider creating additional streams of income. It can be any type of business or side hustle you want. It can be something that you can buy and sell product online through an e-commerce business. It can be where you take a high income skill and offer that skill for a fixed price to people out in the world. For instance, if you're a writer, if you're a music maker, if you're whatever your high income skill is, you can turn that into an income stream. Well guys, those are the 5 money lessons that helped me and changed my life. Drop me some comments. Let me know what you guys think. If you're stopping by the channel for the first time, please consider subscribing, share the video, and smash that like button for me. Thoughts become things. If you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hands. You guys keep chasing your greatness. Never stop believing in yourself. I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.